We recently had the good fortune to cruise on Celebrity Edge on its first sailing out of Sydney for the 2025-2026 cruise season. Join us as we share our first impressions of the ship. Hi, it's Trish from A Kiwi Australian Travels. Welcome to the channel. I'd love you to subscribe. Speaking of welcomes, we found this display as we walked into the buffet for lunch. The ship had sailed from Honolulu to Australia via New Zealand, so it's not surprising that the display incorporates New Zealand's silver fern and a kiwi, an American eagle, and a kangaroo. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Rob and I live in Canberra, the capital of Australia, which is about 3.5 hours southwest of Sydney, so we have to travel up on either the day of the cruise or on the day before. Previously we've taken a Murray's bus, but this time we decided to take the train. We're in carriage D, economy. Here we go. Rob's just putting his luggage up. We're the first ones into the carriage there because we're on a train. No seatbelts, so it already feels more comfortable than being on the Murray's bus. So there's a plus. So we're pulling out of Canberra. The train ride from Kingston Station in Canberra to Central Station in Sydney takes about 4 hours and 10 minutes. So it's a bit longer than the bus, but it is more comfortable. There's also a buffet car. The downside is that there are only 3 trains a day. So we had to get up early to catch the 7 a.m. train, though that did mean we had the afternoon free to visit this Lego exhibition. The next morning we got on the train at Museum to get to Circular Quay. We just got off the train at Circular Quay station, and there you can see the beautiful ship that we're about to embark on. Circular Quay railway station, the best station to get off at if you're going to go on a cruise. So we're at Circular Quay station, heading towards the ship, and there she is, a beautiful ship. And there's our captain's cook cruises going out to take people on a cruise around the harbour. Boarding day, always fun. Love it.
You want me to hold your camera while you get it?
Sure, it's recording.
Okay. Oh, wow. Hey, it's recording me.
Yes, I've got it in selfie mode. Okay, I've got that. Okay, Robert, we can...
It's being silly.
Yeah.
You've heard of the ship the Black Pearl, surely from pirates. And this is the White Pearl.
And
A work of art.
isn't it beautiful? If we go up closer, it's constructed almost entirely of pearls. Wow. So we're on 5. After checking in at our muster station, it was up to the buffet, the Ocean View Cafe, for lunch. Yeah, I have. So this is lunch on boarding day at the Ocean View Cafe. I have chosen a few things, mostly from the Mexican, the Taste of Mexico area. I did get a little bit of hoisin chicken as I went past, so that looks pretty yummy. Some beef fajitas, some chili con carne on some corn chips, a little bit of cheese sauce, and I grabbed some salad as well. And Rob, what did you get?
Well, actually, I've gone fairly light. I've got a little bit of pork, but I went for a baked potato and salad, basically, and I added some mushrooms to the salad.
Okay, fantastic.
So there's nothing really exceptional here. Nothing I expect I'd need to report on back to anyone.
Right.
I'm sure the baked potato is baked and everything else is very much as it looks like. So there.
We've just had lunch at the Ocean View Cafe, which is the buffet on board Celebrity Edge, and we've walked out to the rear of the ship, and there are actually tables and chairs out here, so if you are so inclined you can get your food and bring it out here and eat it in the fresh air. There we go. And you have got a picture of the Opera House, huh?
I believe so.
Woohoo! So we're in the rooftop garden and we're exploring the cruise. So the plants that are around us appear to be succulents, and so I think they might actually be genuine plants. It is just really lovely to explore a new ship on the first day of the cruise. Celebrity Edge is beautiful. Okay, so they've got a bar up here, but it's not actually manned at the moment. Oh wow, these seats are nice. They've got that. They look like they could be comfortable as well as artistic. And of course, as usual, when we're leaving from Sydney, we can see the beautiful Sydney Opera House and the various ferries. And I'll just, yes, Rob, gazing out at the Opera House. And if I know Robbie's probably looking at that military boat just behind the Opera House. Well, it's actually it's a garden island, I think, isn't it?
Yes, it's garden.
Here we are. You can tell we're on the Celebrity Edge. It's actually got the name of the ship on the side.
If you look very carefully here, up there, you can see the top of R2-D2 just poking up above
Yes.
the building.
Yes.
Now, he watches over Sydney the same way he watches over the starfighters in Star Wars, you know, and the X-Wings. And that's part of his job. Yeah, that's him. He's definitely R2-D2.
Right.
Important points to note when you're standing here. Okay, those things moving along there, they're people. Okay, that was the most important thing.
Right. Right. People for scale. Oh, and we have yet another ferry coming along. So you may be wondering why there is a shower on deck 16. Well, if we will move around here, yes, you could get to the pool before on that, and I think they advise that you hop in the shower before you hop in the hot tub. Oh, and there's the edge bit that gives the ship its name. It's the movable platform that goes up and down. I believe it works as the platform that you use to disembark if you're at a tender port. But they also have a restaurant on it when it's not in use that way. And of course we're in Sydney, so it's a port where you've got gangplanks and all that sort of thing, and so you don't need to have a steady platform to disembark from, because all the infrastructure's there. But this is a nice area where you can go out over the edge of the ship. I think we're okay just to walk through and have a look. Yeah, and I know that they do have specialty dining from here, so now we walk over and there's, looking down is the roof of the overseas passenger terminal. And back up and we can see the rocks. And of course, if I just pan to the right, we can see the edge of the harbour bridge. And the Sydney city skyline. And of course, there's the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and as we pan across to the other side, what do we notice? We notice a bar.
Yes, and as you know, The standard cruise activities of eating and drinking will continue unabated, even when you're on the edge.
The sail away through Sydney Harbour was as spectacular as always. It was a bit windy out on deck, so by the time dinner time came around, we'd worked up a good appetite. Celebrity Edge has 4 different main dining rooms. Each night's menu has some dishes that are common to all, but there are dishes that are exclusive to that particular restaurant. We decided to go to the Tuscan for that night's dinner. Because we film our meals, we asked for a table for 2. The concierge told us to come back at 7:30 p.m. The wait was well worth it, as we were given a window seat. And let's have a look at the menu. Okay, so there's the menu. We both went for the creamy shrimp soup, which has a wonderful taste, that wonderful rich seafood taste. And they gave us some toasted garlic bread, I think. I think it's garlic bread. You see the little shrimp in the spoon? Very, very nice. Tastes really delightful, actually.
You know, I cannot remember what I ordered.
It was
unique and it contained chicken. And there was only one thing that was unique
and
that
it was
contained chicken.
a pasta with chicken on top.
Yep.
And I think it was something you couldn't pronounce, and the waiter pronounced it beautifully.
Yes, he was very good, and he even told me what it was, which was
Yes.
great. Trish has got some sort of chop.
Yes, it is a Tuscan pork chop. So it looks absolutely delightful, and I will.
Just going to check her out while she does a taste test there.
Ha 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 ha. Yep. I think it's got a lemon juice, tender, juicy, flavourful. I think this is some rice.
Is that bits of garlic there?
No, I think it's some cheese. I think it's mozzarella. And here is some broccoli, although it looks more like broccolini than broccoli. That is very good.
All right, I'll cover that.
And if you would like to sample yours, my darling, and you can tell me what yours tastes like.
Supposed to now taste it. Right?
Yes.
Well, I'm taking. It's got some olives. It's got some what look like tomatoes. It's got a fair bit of chicken on top as well. A few herbs by the looks of it. And underneath there is pasta. It's covered in a creamy sauce. And I'm about to twirl it up and have a little taste. Well, it's al dente. It's a fairly neutral sort of taste. It's safe to say it's not going to offend anyone. It's quite delicate, yeah.
So, and how is the chicken?
That's really nice.
Right.
But there's a few olives as well.
Well, the olives would suit you very nicely, I would think.
They do, they're nice.
Oh, but you couldn't decide between 2 desserts.
I couldn't. There's a cheesecake on my left with strawberry sauce and apple pie and ice cream on the right here. And they both look pretty good, I'll be honest. In the past, I've had them both on the solstice, and these look very similar. Probably taste very similar. I would say they use a common recipe on all their ships. And Trish got cannoli. Not cannoli.
So, with my cannoli, I ordered a Sauterne, which is a sweet wine to go with the dessert. And the Sauterne comes from Bordeaux. Now, my cannoli is got quite a hard shell, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. So I'm going to be rather uncouth, and I'm going to pick it up.
Your fingers. I've got to have the apple pie first because it's got the ice cream.
Oh.
It's good.
It's good. And the apple pie, does it have some cinnamon in it?
Absolutely. The apple pie is good. The ice cream is fairly sweet. And the cheesecake, well, it's good too.
It is, the shell is really quite hard, so it's so we'll just see what it tastes like. Very creamy, slight cheese, there's pistachio. Now I think I've got it enough that I can actually use the spoon now. That is very nice.
After dinner, we went to the show. Hayden Smith was billed as a multi-instrumentalist. The theatre looks more modern than other ships that we've sailed on. So our first impressions of Celebrity Edge are very positive. The decor is up to date, and so far the food and service have been top notch. We'll be producing more videos from this cruise, including a ship tour and reviews of specialty restaurants. We'll cover our days in port too. Airlie Beach, Yorkeys Knob for Cairns, Port Douglas, cruising past Willis Island, on to Brisbane, and then finally back to Sydney. I'll probably alternate videos from this Celebrity Edge cruise with those from our upcoming cruise on Anthem of the Seas, which leaves on the 20th of November 2025. Not long now. Thanks for watching A Kiwi Australian Travels. Bye for now.